What's your name?
My name is Dani.
Marit.
Jeroen.
How old are you?
I'm 18.
I'm 21.
17.
I'm 18.
Over 80.
What's your family status at the moment? You still live with your parents and stuff?
Yeah, I still live with my parents.
I lived with my parents and my sister up until 3 years ago, and now I live in Vienna.
Alone?
And with 2 roommates.
My parents are together and I still live with them with my sister. And my sister is 18, so we're very close with age, but not very close with our bond.
We don't have parents, but we still have children.
And you two are together, right?
Yes, we've been together since 1968, so that's age and 54 years.
Do you have an idea when you want to move out and like start your own life?
This year I'm just going to work, and next year I'm going to start my study. I don't know.
Like a degree?
I want to start a degree, yes. I want to go for a degree, university.
And how old are your kids?
Our eldest is 51, and our second one will be 47, and our third one is 44.
So 3 children.
3 boys.
Compared to how when you were younger, how different is it now? Or is there any difference?
There's a lot of difference. My parents were divorced when I was 14. So that was like a big hit, a big change in my life.
We are very open to each other, so I'm very open as well to my parents, and I think that I'm also very open to my friends, and that's right. Maybe that's causes me to be more social.
Double Christmas presents?
Double Christmas.
Hell yeah. How did you said when you were 14 you divorced?
Yeah.
How did it affect your life?
A lot. I wasn't like on, I guess I could say a high level on school, and because of that I didn't do much at school.
Did you just get depressed or?
Yeah, you could call it that, yeah, a bit. So I went to a lower level, and right now I'm just doing the lower level, like in college, and studying it. So I don't have any regrets of going to the lower level, because right now I have different friends than the higher level, and of course I love my friends, and it was a good time at that school.
What's in the whole of family? What is important in your opinion?
Togetherness, isn't it? And I think a lot of compromise on both sides.
Give and take.
Give and take.
How often do you see your parents?
Because they're in Salzburg, not that much, but like once or twice a month, maybe, or every second month. But like I'd call them a lot.
Pretty often they live in my one grandpa is living in the UK, and the others are living in the same city as me now.
Do you live here in Austria?
In the Netherlands.
Did you come here to visit?
We went on camp.
Oh,
My parents decided that I should need to go to a sport or kind of like do an activity outdoors next to school, and I chose for scouting because of him. He had a presentation about scouting, so I joined it.
Week in, week out. So my dad used to work at my work, so I often see him like when I was at my mom's house and just work. But for the rest, it's just every week.
What about grandparents? Do you have any?
I have 2 grandmothers and 1 grandfather.
Do you see them?
Not much, only at birthdays and family stuff, gatherings.
What kind of did they have any like special traits or something that they gave you?
Yeah, I'd say loads actually. My parents are both teachers, so they are like they know what they're doing, and I'd say like their open mindset and stuff. Like they're always open to learn, and I think I have that from them as well.
Who do you stay with more, mom or dad?
It's the same. I go like on Sunday, I switch to a different parent for a week, and then I stay there for a week, and then on Sunday I travel back again. It's 15 minutes with a car.
Do you have a preference?
No. I mean,
equal.
At my dad's house, it's where I grew up, but my mom's house it's nice, but I still love them both the same.
Would you say your parents or your family in general raised you correctly or in a good way?
how I grew up was good, and I have everything I would wish for.
Mm.
I have friends, good school. We are economical stable. Our family is close by, so that's also a point that's important for me.
Yeah, they raised me with a lot of respect and a very loving home. I was raised with a lot of travel also, so I got to see a lot of different cultures, how other people minds work in other countries. So I think I got a pretty good mix of about everything, from self-respect to respect for others and other cultures, and
Mm.
just knowing how to adapt to situations.
And you said you said you have a sister.
Mhm.
Any other siblings?
I have a half brother as well, but I never lived with him.
And what kind of factor did your sister play in your life? Is she older or younger?
Older, and she has a quite big factor because we both of us dance, and we kind of have the same interests. So when I started like working when I was a teenager, I started working with her, and she'd show me like around and stuff. And also when I started dancing, she already like knew her way around, and she'd show me. So yeah, pretty big role.
She taught you a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, definitely. She's 7 years older as well, so.
Families don't seem to stick together as much as in our day. I think also we had a Christian code,
Christian code?
you know, like church and the commandments and things, whereas I'm not so sure people have that today so much. If things don't work out, they just walk out.
Do you have any idea how your parents grew up?
They,
Like, did they tell stories or anything?
yeah, my father used to live at like a farm, so it was pretty. They both lived like not where they're living now, so another part of the country. My mom, they both lived in small villages. Yeah.
So way different than now. Like, yeah.
Right now we're living in like a busy town, just a city, and they used to live like in small villages with a church, and every Sunday go to church.
So they were religious, or still are.
The parents were religious. They're not.
So they also like him. They fell out.
Yeah, they fell out. Yeah.
I grew up religious, Christian, or my mother was Christian, my mother's side of the family, but she didn't force it upon me, and now I'm atheist, I think.
So you didn't have Sunday church or anything like that.
At first I did, I think. I went to the church sometimes, and I went to a Christian school, but it didn't affect me. It didn't affect my religious thinking.
Did your parents ever like treat you in a way where you were thinking this like has something to do with the religion or like what they believe in?
No, but when I was young, we did pray before we ate, and before we went to sleep.
Do you think the internet kind of changed how people grow up?
Definitely. When I was younger, I mean, it's not that long ago, but I used to go outside more, not play on PlayStation, just every day outside playing football, just playing games with my friends, like outside. But now it's just a lot on the internet. Like my nephew is only on the iPad, only on the PlayStation, only on the Switch, so it's a lot different.
You had friends more and talked more or did fun things together, whereas today I think you don't need that.
Yeah.
You can just have your phone.
So much is based around materialistic things today, and younger people have moved in that direction much more.
And I think we were a lot happier than perhaps today, because there's lots of mental illness today, or loneliness, than I think in our day, because we didn't have the technology, so we made our own fun.
My grandparents don't have anything to do with the social media and with the internet. My grandma doesn't even have Wi-Fi. My parents, they have phones, they do social media, but not a lot. So I guess the younger people get affected by it much more.
Do you think the internet causes people to be less social?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, like I said, I was outside a lot, so I got to know the people in my street, the people in my neighborhood, and now it's just people on other sides of countries that I don't see in real life. I think seeing people in real life really
You get to connect more.
Yeah, it's better for you, I think, than online.
Do you consider your friends as family? Like the really close ones?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, we go to each other's house a lot. My parents love my friends. Also, I don't really have friends. They say some parents have like friends. Oh no, you shouldn't hang out with them. But my parents love my friends. They can always come over. They can always eat with us. Sometimes they sleep over. So, yeah, it's pretty much like family sometimes.
Do you think you want to have kids someday?
I do want to have kids, like 2 or 3, or I think is a good number.
I don't know. I'm planning to first travel a lot. I love to see other countries, go outside my comfort zone. But yeah, I would like to have kids, or at least, yeah,
A kid?
a kid, maybe not multiple. Well, because sometimes I see kids, or maybe like the economic state of the world right now, it's not a very pleasant state to have kids in. It's very expensive and it takes a lot of attention, which I don't have.
What kind of life would you want for your kids?
I mean, I'd say probably like the classic, like healthy life, and that we're kind of financially stable and stuff.
I mean, I would say the same as me, but not me divorcing with my wife. But for the rest, my childhood, I'm still in my childhood, I'd say, it's good. I like it, I enjoy it every day. So I'd say the same as me.
As a mother, what would your aim or your goal with your children be?
I think that's
Besides
hard.
Besides for the classic life that you mentioned earlier.
I think that's hard to like answer in like a few sentences, but in general, like that they're open-minded and I don't know, just care about other people and that they're not rude and stuff, I guess. Yeah.
That's a very, like, it's basic, but it's actually kind of hard
Yeah.
to like have that
Yeah.
as like a, or how do you say it? To actually couldn't make them that, because
Yeah.
then you never really know what your child is going to
Yeah.
turn into.
What do you do if you like don't like your child?
Yeah. Most kids nowadays for some reason, don't want children, and sometimes I wonder, like, why exactly is that? I wanted to ask you.
I don't know, maybe it's just because like the way it used to be was like this is the way you have to live and don't question it, and maybe just now people are questioning it. Like the classic way of living, like school, studying, job, children, marriage.
They kind of want to break out of that.
I'd say so, maybe.
I don't know, maybe they want to be free or do not have the responsibility to have a child. I would like it, but not really soon or anything. I want to settle and be happy. I want to travel to some countries and be economically stable. And when I reach that, then it's time for maybe some children.
If you can ask anyone anything from your whole family, who and what would it be?
Ooh, I have a good one. My granddad, he says his birthday is on the 5th of August, but his birth certificate says the 1st of August. And we have the theory, and he still denies it, that it's on the 1st of August. And our theory is that he just told my grandma that his birthday is on the 5th of August because her birthday is also on the 5th of August. But like, because he denies it, we'll never know. And I think I'll ask him that, like, if that's true.